Nia Jax made her return on this week's episode of WWE Raw and made it clear that she had arrived with a mission. The former women's champion took out both Raquel Rodriguez and Rhea Ripley in the show's main event to send a message to the locker room. Many fans have questioned the timing of Jax's return despite the star making her intentions clear since her relative, Jey Uso, has also recently moved over to Raw. The Judgment Day has seemingly formed an alliance with the Bloodline, but following Jax's actions, that could soon come to an end. It could also lead to the Raw faction going up against Roman Reigns' family at Survivor Series 2023. Nia Jax and Jey Uso could join forces on Raw since it's clear that main event Jey Uso is struggling with being alone after always being part of a team. The duo could form a new iteration of the Bloodline on Raw alongside a former member like Sami Zayn. Meanwhile, there have also been hints that Uso could join the Judgment Day if there are no other options. Will the Bloodline be formed on WWE Raw? Roman Reigns is currently on hiatus from WWE, but in his absence, Nia Jax could form her own Bloodline with Jey Uso on Raw. This might allow Jey to get a small amount of revenge on his brother. Jax's comeback was a huge surprise to the WWE Universe, but there has to be a reason why the decision has been made for her to return to the company now, more than 7 months after her appearance at Royal Rumble 2023. Jax's comeback was a huge surprise to the WWE Universe, but there has to be a reason why the decision has been made for her to return to the company now, more than 7 months after her appearance at Royal Rumble 2023. Much like Rhea Ripley, Jax pushed for women to be allowed to wrestle men. Hence, the 3-time champion's return could be the beginning of the female roster making more history on RAW. Do you think Nia Jax's return will be a difference maker for the women's division? 5 ways the Bloodline and the Judgment Day's potential alliance could end. The latest angle between the Bloodline and the Judgment Day has got the pro wrestling world talking. Finn Balor and Damian Priest attacked AJ Styles following his win against Solo Sikoa last Friday on WWE SmackDown. The undisputed WWE Tag Team Champions hurled the Phenomenal One inside the ring after the assault. Both Solo Sikoa and Paul Heyman were left perplexed with the Judgment Day's move. Nevertheless, Solo Sikoa finished his job by destroying AJ Styles with the Samoan Spike. This particular angle and the dark matches before SmackDown has left us wondering if WWE has subtly teased the Survivor Series main event for this year. The key takeaway from the closing moments of SmackDown last week is that there could be some sort of potential alliance between the Bloodline and the Judgment Day. The two factions previously had a brief alliance during the build to Backlash 2023. Having said that, nothing lasts forever and this potential alliance between the two groups will eventually come to an end. Number 5. Jimmy Uso and Solo Sikoa go after the tag team titles. The Usos were never given a second opportunity to reclaim the undisputed WWE Tag Team Championship. Jimmy and Jey wanted to face Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn for a third time, but were told off by Paul Heyman. The wise man had pronounced Roman Reigns and Solo Sikoa as the contenders to the tag titles for Night of Champions 2023. With Jey out of the Bloodline and Jimmy wanting in, Roman Reigns may see this as an opportunity to get the tag team titles back to his group. The tribal chief could order Jimmy Uso and Solo Sikoa to take the undisputed tag team titles from Finn Balor and Damian Priest, with the match possibly taking place after Survivor Series. Number 4. Paul Heyman sows seeds of dissension between the Bloodline and the Judgment Day. Paul Heyman has been the brains behind the Bloodline for 3 years now. The wise man has guided the faction to championship gold on both SmackDown and Raw. He's been with the group through thick and thin. Heyman was also the one who mediated the alliance between the Bloodline and the Judgment Day in April. He might also be the one to end it. The wise man could once again mediate an alliance between the Bloodline and the Judgment Day as long as it serves Roman Reigns' interest. Once the trust is established, he may sow seeds of dissension between the two factions by poking Judgment Day's internal troubles or even manipulating Dominic Mysterio. Number 3. Cody Rhodes shows up on SmackDown. Cody Rhodes brought Jey Uso to Raw in a shocking turn of events at Payback 2023. The American Nightmare said he exhausted his influence, whatever he had, to bring Jey to the red brand. There is definitely more to Rhodes bringing Jey to Raw than meets the eye. The American Nightmare is set to return to WWE Raw this week. He may announce his decision to leave the brand for SmackDown as Jey Uso's replacement. This could, in turn, set up a storyline where Rhodes tries to create dissension between Bloodline and Judgment Day, leading all the way to Survivor Series. Number 2. Damian Priest cashes his briefcase on Roman Reigns. SmackDown still has the top championship despite what Seth Rollins wants the WWE Universe to believe. There's no prize richer in Vince McMahon's promotion than the undisputed WWE Universal Championship, which currently belongs to Roman Reigns. By becoming the undisputed tag team champion, Damian Priest has afforded himself the opportunity to get closer to the tribal chief. Center Money in the Bank has a huge opportunity in front of him and is probably waiting for the right time to cash it in. Number 1. Rhea Ripley competes for the undisputed title. Rhea Ripley is seemingly the undisputed leader of the Judgment Day. Fans who watched Raw last Monday know what we're talking about. Mommy has managed to talk Damian Priest and Finn Balor out of their differences. It's only a matter of time before she straightens things up with the Bloodline. It is possible that the potential alliance between the Bloodline and the Judgment Day could lead to Rhea Ripley challenging Roman Reigns for the undisputed WWE Universal Championship. Chyna did it with the Intercontinental Championship years ago. This would not only be a huge step away from the company's traditional storylines, but also a nice nod to a historic moment of the past. How would you book the storyline between the Bloodline and the Judgment Day? Let us know in the comments section below.